3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They go play action with Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. That is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First run now for Kyron Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hooker. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Rams at 4-8 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 5. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5. Hooker's going to throw it. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now a 2nd and 10.
32.
Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nakua, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here we go with Williams. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They run it again with Williams. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 36-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Throwing. Hooker. Looking for Cooper Kupp again. 2 in a row. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 38 now, here's second and a couple.
In motion right is Thomas. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Now 2nd and 3. And Corral will throw it. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Jaguars 7.
The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Corral. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
ETN. He's going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
Once more ETN, and he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
On third and goal, Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now Hooker.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade and Lurikin.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On play action, Lawrence. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Lawrence will throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And Thomas has it. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This 2nd and 4. They go play action. Here's Hooker.
Eluding the pressure right. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Joshua Hines-Allen.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Third and 8. Looking to throw. Hooker.
Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Again, it's Williams.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Here's Hooker to throw it. screenplay set up for... And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 63 yards. And the Jaguars have regained the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Next to score, Jaguars 20, Rams 14. Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
30-yard run.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
At the 35-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Hooker. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hooker now off play action. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Hooker to the air yet again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Hooker. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Here's Lawrence to throw. That one complete downfield to Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars! Brian Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A final shot before break. Hooker. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and we're still talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Short throw. It's Higbee. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4. Hooker's going to throw it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hooker wants to change the look. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Corum now on 1st and 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Blake Corum, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Lawrence going to throw again. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second and 6. Now Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll make it third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second and 10. Throwing. Hooker. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. In motion left goes a tight end. Lawrence will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
ETN up the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Jaguars 42, Rams 21. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.